Oh, yes, I've gone live. I've been silent for a while. Has been a few days since I last streamed. Mostly the weekend, and I missed out on Monday. And, explanation towards that. So I've signed up for this, online voiceover community. And part of that is workshops, which happen, I believe, twice a month on Mondays. So in order to sort of help strengthen my portfolio, if you will, I've been partaking in this website. But the issue is, like, I'm not very good with networking, talking, being around people, touting my capabilities, if you will. I'm just so unsure of myself. I need to get better at not being so down on myself. Man, that takes us forever to load.
Maria said to find her friend, the rock painter. Seems paintings mean a lot to the Banuk.
Hoping everything is going well. Oh, everything just needs to load in for a bit first. I'm just gonna Alt-Tab quickly just to check how my stream's doing. Looking good. So everything is just up to the gameplay now. And and hopefully, nothing goes wrong is what I was going to say. Oh, right, there was someone here. Okay. Just as well as I looked at the map. Please tell me there's like handholds or something. I wanna hold your hand. Oh, and another thing is, that's going on with my life, is tomorrow I have a singing audition. And the audition is to see whether or not I can be taught to sing. So it's actually with the singing teacher. So I kind of been rehearsing some songs from back in the day. There are some songs that I've been singing for a long time, but I haven't been singing with accompaniment or help or whatever. So I've kind of been learning those songs incorrectly. But that's the kind of thing that's important to be aware of when you're going to lessons. So that you have a place to start when you're going to approach lessons, something to work towards.
What can I do for you, Bergrand?
Mourn my poor departed luck. I finally met some Banuk, keen to trade with Outlanders. Then, they up and vanished. 3 Banuk hunters rolled in a few days ago. No provisions, junk equipment, no idea how to strip a machine for parts. Asked me to outfit them for a long trip. You know me, Aloy. I'm sentimental.
Oh, shoot.
So, I did it on credit.
And they haven't paid.
Well, they
I just
tried.
realized that my
Just look what they
preview
did
is playing back.
Heart. But that was ages ago. And I'm starting to worry about them.
Tell me, Bergrand, are you worried about their well-being or your purse strings?
A man can worry about 2 things.
What kind of deal was this, really?
That was
Just
weird.
what I said. I was nothing but generous, Aloy. After they dropped this ruined heart at my feet, I even gave them another chance. Sent them to fetch a few other parts I need.
But you haven't seen them since.
Hide nor hair.
Hey, I've only recently heard that phrase through a crossword puzzle that I did.
What do you mean they couldn't harvest parts?
Not uncommon with Banuk. That's shaman's work, you see. The hunters take down the machines. The shamans slice them up. No shaman with these 3. Just 2 youngsters sniping at each other. And that big fella standing there smiling.
So if the Banuk don't usually hunt without a shaman, what's the story with these three?
They weren't telling. But hammer to steel is not a happy story, whatever it is.
Hold the phone. I'm just gonna choose this. I need to
You
fix
said
something.
they asked you to outfit them for a trip. A trip to where?
Not sure. But I heard them chattering about the Sundom when they thought I wasn't listening.
So they're leaving Banuk territory.
Sensible behavior. Still, I get the sense this wasn't a sightseeing trip. They're running from something.
Something's iffy with my charger. Anyway, it's resolved now.
I'm not a debt collector, Bergrand. If I look for them, it'll be to make sure they're all right.
Of course, of course. Fires of the Forge, forgive me. I actually like these idiots. The molten steel of youth and all that. But if you do manage to find them, you could remind them of the deal we made. A scorcher claw, a loop of sinew from a stalker, and a snap maw fang. If they bring me those parts, their debt's paid. And then some. Just make sure they don't bust them up too badly.
I'll consider it.
Last I saw them, they were heading northeast. Good machine hunting up that way.
Hey, that's where the
If you
hunting lodge
decide
is.
they're worth the trouble, you might look for them there.
Now I'm here for the map. Oh, there's a lot of blue gleam. Okay, so there's plenty of places that I can explore. Oh my. Well, I need this blue gleam stuff in order to collect some pretty nice stuff. So even one up there. It's quite a distance. How many of these things are there? The control towers. I'm not sure. Wait. What's wrong here? That's still fogged up even though I did the necky. Curiouser and curiouser. Kinda wanna go down south, investigate this blue gleam location. So I'm gonna start doing all the side missions. I can probably challenge the chieftain when I've done just a few, but I kinda wanna do everything. Oh, maybe I should talk to some Banuk to see if, like, oh, they're starting to talk to me. Or talk about me, rather. The annoying thing about fast travel in this game, it's not that fast. Probably more worth it over longer directions than it is on the short ones that I've been doing. Yeah, I'm in stealth armor. Ooh, ruins. I think I have been here and found a piece of lore somewhere. Ah. But here's another one. Park status. Calving has begun. Cow elk may be hostile during calving season. Oh, hello. Calving. Oh, calves. Okay. Do not approach within 25 yards of elk at this time. Due to recent cool and damp weather, fire danger downgraded from moderate to low. No restrictions on campfires. Robot activity. 7 additional complaints were logged regarding the behavior of Smokey, Hestia-class firefighting robot, toward campers in the park. Despite being programmed to reflect current weather conditions, Smokey snuffed several campfires lit within designated fire rings. Isn't there like Smokey the Bear? He's like, what's his catchphrase? I don't remember. I'm not an American. On Friday, Smokey did not return to the robot storage shed at the time of park closure. Rangers located him near the north entrance, dumping ice into designated swimming areas of the hot spring. Resisting all attempts at containment, he acted aggressively towards the Rangers and was disabled with a hunting rifle by the site supervisor. Wait, why was he dumping... Oh, he just wanted to cool down the hot spring, I guess. Like his programming said, hot things bad, and so that's how he took it to the nth degree. Do I hear rumbling? I can hear my computer fan running. Ugh, I kind of wish it wouldn't run so loudly. I'm pretty sure that people watching also agree to that fact. Nice. Ooh! Here it is. That's 1. 2. Just gonna hide for a bit. Am I hearing an owl? I was. Now there's probably one more blue gleam spot somewhere. Is that it? Yes. I'm a bit worried about how limited this resource seems to be.
Frozen machine fluid.
Yeah, she said it. Let's go get that campfire while on the way. Probably better to harvest a... Hello? Are you demonic? No, meaning I can hack you. Come to me. You look yummy. Cool, check out the other one. He's over there.
Here we go again.
Come on. Nice. I dodged that. Come on. Okay, thank goodness you're an ally, or else that probably would have killed me. Oh, I just remembered it. Didn't I get like a special mod? I can't remember if I added it to anything. That's not something I want to forget about. It was either for clothing or an upgraded piece of equipment of some sort. And I think that's all the badger pieces for that last map fragment thingy. Come on, Ramstein. It's time for you to meet your friend. It's me, your friend. Let's run. Yes, it's going in the viscerally direction.
I guess I can't blame you for that.
Woo! Don't like you, sir. Sorry. Ignore me! I'm just hunting for campfires. I'm not important enough to warrant any further investigation. Due north. Wait. Scorchers also have... Oh, those are Scorchers! Whew, boy. So evidently Scorchers have the same scanning technology as the Echo people. Hey, it's a dude. Do you want to talk to me? What's your feelings towards me as an outlander? Nothing yet.
Peaceful machines in a grove south of the cut? Probably nonsense. But it makes for a nice story.
If we must face stronger
Oh, that's
machines,
cool.
we'll have to become
They're ice
better
fishing.
hunters.
After all the mad sun came
Hey,
for us,
something purple.
we're meant to trust the Carja now?
Warrior's weave.
Hello there.
Outfit weave. Sorry, I have to check what that one is. Oh, this is the, special icy thing. Oh, it's for the war bow. Resist melee, resist fire. Oh, I'm going to put that onto my, Karja. Oh, that's ranged. Okay, but the resist fire is really good, so it'll be an upgrade no matter what. Hehehe! My silks is becoming more powerful than you can imagine! Where's Ramstein? I'm not whistling for him. Just show me Ramstein. Oh wait, I can craft potions. I don't need to keep buying them. Let's do the heavy duty first, and then the mini duty. There he is. Come, Ram. There's a weird light over there. Oh, it's right here! Bunny. Oh, is it there? Campfire. It's right in this location. Oh! Watcha. Is it somewhere here then? Oh no, that was a reflection.
Nuke and Karja live there as equals.
That was annoying. I thought I saw it. Paint, 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 paint. Ah, there it is. It's like iron. I'll read the oxides when I finish that whole setup. Okay, any more blue gleam? Oh, there's a pathway I can follow. I might lose Ramstein, but that's a risk I'm willing to take at this moment. I guess just follow the path for now. Look at the lights. At the smoke, is it still glitchy? No, it doesn't seem to be. What to talk about today? There's not a lot to talk about in my life right now. There's been some drama with, I guess family, but that's private. I don't know, but it does hang heavy on the head when that kind of stuff happens.
Everything's freezing. The ground, the air, me.
You know what this music makes me think about is Mass Effect. It's got that similar synthesized or electronic kind of feel to it. Not as bassy. And this is mostly going off playing the first game because I didn't play much of the rest of the series at all. At all. Then what's the point in following the path if it's all this way? Oh, that's a squirrel! I was like, what made that line in the sand? It's like, it's a squirrel! Okay, that's something else I need to hunt. Ooh. Badger. Get the squirrel. There's a squirrel in the trees, though. Nope. Why am I hunting badgers so aggressively? They did nothing.
Fresh as it comes.
Down here, it looks like. Am I too high up? Evidently, yes. Well, in that case, I'm going to explore up here a bit more. If I can. Nope. Okay, down here. Beasts? No? Okay. Oh, come off it! Oh, you tripped on a pebble? Do I have to collect that oxide again? Do I need to redo the crafting I did? Nope, it's still there. Okay, so going up the straight path, you just go straight. I'm sorry about this. Oh yeah, I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? No, I'm going fine now. Just past these people. I hope I don't need to go this way for some other mission. Because that would suck. Well, wouldn't be the end of the world. You know, did I hear a voice? No, it must have been an owl. I don't know if the owls and squirrels give me anything. I didn't look like it. It might be in the crafting menu. Oh, there's a new thing. Yep. I need to hunt squirrels. I need to hunt rats and squirrels. Right, so I had family over on Sunday. That's actually something worth mentioning. So, my brother-in-law, he also streams, and he was talking to my cousin who was interested in getting into it and having a conversation about what one should expect to get out of streaming. And it reminded me of what, as one, I guess, beekeeper lady said about her profession, is that you don't do it to make money, you do it for the love. That being said, I do want to do it for the love, But the reason why I stream is because I want a community. I want,
Carefully.
I guess, like-minded people. And I know I kind of have that in some Discord aspects, but I don't know. I just want to know that, to prove to myself that I am capable of creating something. A network, if you will. And it's been slow going, but I think things are at the very least moving in the right direction for me. Not fantastically, but slowly. You know, I had this, like, I guess,
Better watch my fingers.
fantasized version of how events are going to pan out for me, and I do that a lot, is just make completely unrealistic expectations that, in the end, will only ever lead to disappointing myself. But I can't manage expectations. It's not something I've ever learned to do. It's not something I'm good at. And it's rather late in my life to have to start learning to do that kind of thing. I mean, in particular with my voice acting, I can hardly call it a career until I start getting work in that line. Oh, where on earth am I heading up? Okay, that took me further than I expected to end up, but you know what? There's no reason to go that way other than potentially lore or a side mission, so I'm not going that way. And that's not the way I came. No, it's definitely not. I don't know. I mean,
Look out below!
Ooh, I'm gonna be putting this on YouTube, so there's always a chance someone's going to experience this little conversation. Why does everything sound like a squirrel? But at the current moment, there's no one here. I don't have the guts most of the time to outreach to people, say, hey, I'm going live right now. Wanna join? I think for my sister, well, more for my brother-in-law than my sister. Both of them, really. They had a community when they were playing World of Warcraft with one another. And by extension, like, and the people that they met and communicated and kind of collaborated with on that in those days helped to really spearhead them towards the right direction in this. And I kind of wish I had more of a way to communicate with them that I would like help, because oh, don't freeze, don't crash. Please load, please load, please load, please load, please load! Well, I'm just gonna give this a moment. Oh, okay, keep loading. Take your time, don't crash. There we go. I'm just gonna sit here, adjust my chair. That scared me. Now, as I was saying, I think they glitched me out. I feel just, like, lost in the wind right now. No direction as to what I should be doing, what I think is possible for me, and all that.
And one of these.
Does the squirrels only exist in that one area? Ooh. What was that? That was purple. Frostclaw. Don't mind if I don't. It's in the direction of the campfire. Oh, I got the campfire.
Another frostclaw. Better be prepared.
You know, they're not too bad. Hey, Morph. Morp. Sorry. I always read it with an extra H. Oh, I'm walking past it all. Where is it then? Up, down, all around. Hey, there's C1. Okay, so they're up.
Going down fast.
Now the question is, how do up? No, I have not heard anything about anything to do with Superman. How do you get up there? Hey, I see something. I didn't know Superman had a song to begin with, so whether or not he was made gay doesn't matter to me. And by the way, like, people will complain about anything and everything, and I don't know. I don't see the point.
Let's find this blue gleam a better home.
I think another way of putting it is, it's not like, first of all, it's not like they made Superman himself gay. That is usually the first thing people complain about. They didn't do that. Instead, they made a completely new character related to him to include more communities within the greater comic book community. I am looking for where this blue gleam is. I don't see it here. I mean, in the end, I don't care too much about DC to begin with. I think it's like a cave somewhere then. Oh, what's this? Yes. Oh, that was a lot easier to get to.
Scrabbling a bit.
23, I think that's a good amount. For now. I think the stuff costs like 17, 18, so it'll be nice to have closer to 30. Oh, let's go down here. Oh, don't die. Aloy, if you die, I will kill you.
That'll help.
Okay, it's gonna freeze again. Let it load for a bit. Don't crash, please. We're just gonna sit here and listen to Aloy breathe heavily for a while. It's as if the game itself was out of breath. Maybe I should have restarted my computer before playing so that everything was as fresh as it can be. This person has all the musical talent of a raccoon in a tin can. Ooh, something back here. I'll scan it from a distance, I suppose. Final performance.
Live from the illustrious Overflow Basin Studios, it's Concrete Beach Party! A one, a two, a 1, 2, 3, 4!
It's not that it was terrible, it was just punk. Oh, here we go. Is this the... Oh, whoops. Oh, come on. I'll talk to her once you... Ah, fine. I'll come back for that later. I'll get to you in a moment. The autocars are on their way. Mine will take me to the apartment in Cody. Hers will take her to the vertiport. She brought her luggage with her to work today. Everything she owns packed into 2 little suitcases. Oh, there's a massive moth in my room. She's wearing the fanciest outfit I've ever seen her in. It's for Mom, she said. She brought me this outfit, if you can believe it. Normally, like, who cares? But I don't know. She's really dealing with a lot. We talked through the dam today, listened to all these tapes, read all these messages. Maybe this one... big moth, go away. Sorry. Forget that. Point being, they got fired. Well, let go and replaced with machines.
You look happy to be playing again.
I don't know what you did, but the water drained in the snap of a short song. What do you think of the music?
I've never heard anything else like it.
That's because there's no other place with such resonance, such intonation that rattles your ribs with its power. And of course, no one else knows these pipes like I do. I learned them by ear before I could walk, strapped to my father's back. Thank you for draining the waters. Not just for myself, but for my ancestors and their songs. Please, take this as a token of our gratitude.
Hey, blue gleam! Okay, I'm out of here. I've already listened to one terrible song. Don't need another.
I can't feel my...
Oh. North.
Can't feel much of anything in this.
Oh, and there's a blue gleam shader right here, so that's... happy happenstance. Is that it? Yes, it is. Yeah.
This blue gleam will make some shaman happy.
Pretty blue colors. I love blue. Blue is great. I love blue. And so do the Banuk. I will get the, I'll try for the warbow first, as well as the stealth armor. But warbow first. How much is it? 12. And I will equip it immediately. Outfits. One more blue gleam, that's all I needed. Okay, first, I'm sorry, I have to modify weapons. So where's my lodge warbow? Let's get this out. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful blue. I love you, the color blue. I could go all in on that, but I kind of do want just a bit more shock as well. Cool, I can get rid of that now. Oop. Okay, thank you for getting rid of the music. You know what? Let's just go to the Hunter's Lodge. Wait. Didn't I get a campfire over here? I could have sworn I got a campfire over there. Whoops! I can't even teleport. Well, great. Okay, so I guess I'm starting here. Well, I need the pig. Oh, there's a pigment all the way out the top there. Let's target the pigment. I don't want to. Hello? Hello? Excuse me. Oh, come off it. I'm at the bottom of the dam. There must be an easier way to climb. There we go. That looks promising. This is concerning, the amount of times it's freezing. I shall power through it nonetheless. Another potential cause for concern with this is that it's a constant, rather, power cuts that keep happening all of a sudden. Apparently it's going to finish by Thursday, but they might extend it. Okay, now there's no sound. She stopped breathing. Breathe! Don't crash. Whatever you do. Oh, there we go. Close enough. Come on. There. You know what it probably is? It's probably the weather. It's probably every time snow comes up on the screen, it has to think about it. Sawtooth, that's fine. As long as they're not scorchers, I'm happy. Oh, there's another one of these things. Oh my word, what is... This game is not happy at the moment. I don't know why. Well, in the future, I'll definitely, like, restart my computer about, like, an hour before I'm about to stream. Goodness gracious. You know what else it could be? It could be summertime's coming, and my computer isn't used to being so warm. The music is not... Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm turning on my aircon. I don't care about the noises that it's gonna make. Okay, I came back just in time. I don't... No, I didn't. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think... I should cut the stream early. Is that a squirrel? I swear. No, I just want to get to the campfire, okay? I don't know what to do. No, I have to stop. Okay, I'm gonna head back to the campfire. Save the game, manually save as well. This has to be the end of the stream for today. This is concerning. This is gonna take a while to load again. Oh my. You know what? Nothing else is going to happen. I'm going to end the stream right now, and in the meantime, close the game. I'd say thank you for watching, but not many people watched, and it was rather uneventful, but I don't know what's happening right now. Goodbye.